name's Eric. As always, I want to thank you for coming by and checking out my video today. On this episode of Smo'King, I'm going to show you how to make smoked rump roast. Now, I am so glad we're in, actually just turned February, and it has been a very cold January, but today we're like in the high 30s, and I can't take it any longer. I had to get outside and smoke something. So what was on sale were these rump roasts. Now normally a rump roast I would cook in like a slow cooker or maybe roast in the oven because it's normally a pretty lean piece of meat and you want to kind of just break everything down to make it shreddable and kind of very tender. But in this case I'm going to try to smoke it maybe to around 135 degrees or so and then slice it thin, and hopefully this will work out. I'm going to try to smoke it as low as possible in the 200 to 225 range. And to keep things really simple, I'm not going any fancy kind of rubs. We're going to do the old standby kosher salt and ground black pepper. So stick around, guys. I'm going to show you how to do this step by step. Let's get cooking. Alright, so I have around a 3-pound piece of rump roast here. Nothing really big. There is a little bit of a fat cap on the one side. I'm going to leave it on there, okay? So, like I said, good old kosher salt and some coarse ground black pepper. And you know how this works. Season it well on all sides. And it's a pretty big piece of meat, so you don't have to worry about it kind of going overboard. But we'll just do it like this. Alright, and now push it in, kind of turn it around. We're going to get all sides here. Anyway guys, let me finish seasoning all sides here, and I'll be back in a second to show you how it looks like when we're all done. Alright, here we are. Just seasoned with kosher salt and ground black pepper. I'm just going to let this hang out on the kitchen counter while I go fire up my smoker. I'll meet you guys outside. Today I'm using my char griller auto Kamado. So I have some leftover coals in here. You can see it's kind of ashed over from my last cook. I'm not even going to add any. This cooker is very fuel efficient. And this is only around a 3-pound rump roast. I'm only going to smoke it to around 135 degrees or so. So I'm guessing this is going to take, gosh, anywhere between 1.5, maybe max 2 hours. Only reason it might take that long is because I'm going to try to smoke it as low as possible. And I think, you know, typically you go 225. I might start at 200 just to kind of see if I can get a little extra smoke. So all I'm going to do here, if you've seen some of my other videos, you know the secret to this auto Kamado, especially when you're trying to go very low and slow, is to not use a charcoal chimney. Just put a little tumbleweed in there or a starter of some sort. Let that light up and then let it go for around 10-15 minutes. You just want to get a little fire going here, and then we'll let the fan continue to cook it up to around that 200, 225. So let's give this a few minutes, and we'll be back in a second. All right, it's been around 10 minutes. You see we got a nice little hot spot there. I'm going to put the grill in. Right now I'm just going to try to get it stabilized at around 200. So we're going to close this up. Whoops. Let me turn this on. We're going to set the temp at 200 right there. D1, which is referring to the vent up here, which I've already set to D1. So now we'll just give it, you know, I don't know, 20 minutes or so to get stabilized. It's at 62 degrees and climbing. See, this is the secret. If you throw in a whole bunch of coals, it's going to overshoot immediately and it's going to take forever to get back down. Start little, work your way up. All right, we'll give this a few more minutes. We're around 125 degrees. I'm just going to get it set up right now. All right, I don't want to overshoot too much. So what I'm going to do here, guys, I'm going to put a little wood in here. I have some oak wood chips, which I had left over from a Santa Maria tri-tip I made, which I typically use oak for that. Whoops. So I'm just going to sprinkle some chips. Unfortunately, I don't have the big chunks, which I would prefer, but I got some chips. We'll throw a couple right into the fire, and kind of around here, we'll keep everything going. All right. Next, we're going to put our heat shield or deflector down. It's already starting to smoke pretty good. Like so. Now we will put grate on there. So I'm also going to add a water tray, guys, just to kind of keep everything moist inside. All right, so I'm going to put a water tray down. I have some warm water. Just want to keep everything moist. That should be sufficient. I've never used this before with my char griller. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put that roast right on top there. All right, I'm going to put the roast right on top. I am using my Chef Temps wireless thermometer, which you can see I put right there. All right, I'm going to close this up because I think it's getting a little out of hand. Let's see where we are temperature-wise. I'll unpause it. It's okay. It's only at 71 degrees. All right, so now I'm going to set up my Chef Temps. We'll first turn on the base unit. And now let me get the app up and running on my phone. All right. And this one is by far my favorite as far as wireless thermometers. I've been very impressed. So tap to set up cook. We're going to do beef. Whoops. Let's see. It's a beef roast. We'll just say round. Okay, 125 degrees. I'm going to go up to 130. Obviously, actually, let's do a little bit under. Let's do like 128. That way I can do some internal temperature readings with my instant read. And that's it. Start cook. And there we go, guys. We'll just let it do its thing. Like I said, I'm guessing anywhere from an hour, maybe to... And I'd probably say around an hour to an hour and a half, maybe 2 at most, because I'm going to try to keep this right at 200. See, we got some nice smoke rolling. Anyway, I'm just going to let it do its thing. It's cold and kind of a little bit of rain out here because it's not quite cold enough for snow. And I'm going to go inside and grab a beer. I'll meet you guys inside. All right, I'm having something from the Brewing Project. They're out of Eau Claire. This is called Grapefruit Gunpowder IPA with grapefruit. Now, they're a local brewery here in Eau Claire, and they have one called Gunpowder IPA, which is really good. Probably one of my favorite local beers out here in the area. This is the same thing, but they're adding a little grapefruit to it. So I'm really looking forward to this. Let's see, do we have an alcohol content? 7.1% alcohol. The Brewing Project. All right, this is my daughter, Ava Grace,
Hi.
and my son, Kyle.
Hello.
Ava Grace is trying another one of these flavored waters or Wonder Water. It has no artificial sweeteners and it has electrolytes. And this is Brasilia Blueberry. So that looks interesting. And then Kyle, this reminds me a little bit of my childhood. Back in the summer, we'd have these bomb pops, like a popsicle. And this is called Bomb Sickle, pure cane sugar soda with a blast of flavor. And the bombsicles usually consisted of cherry, like some kind of blue raspberry, and then white, whatever flavor that was. And this is made out of Breeze, Illinois, Excel Bottling Company. So that's what Kyle's having. Okay. And then Ava Grace will shake yours real well. Oh, got a little burst there. Oh, this smells good.
Does it?
Yeah. And I don't mind if you drink a full cup of this because it's water. It's only 10 calories for this whole bottle, and it's got some I got vitamin C, zinc, potassium, all stuff you need. All right, and here's my grapefruit gunpowder IPA.
Well, now I know when I'm not gonna be like empty cup before this ends.
Well,
this drink review session because
okay, good. She usually always does that.
Because it's literally up to the top, almost.
So what do you think? Oh, your drink's full.
All right. Looks good, nice head. It's very cloudy. Ooh, I do smell grapefruit, and I do smell a little hoppiness. You want to smell?
Mine starts smelling
What's
blueberries.
it smelling?
I don't know.
All right, cheers. Cheers to each other. Cheers to our viewers. Thanks for stopping by, guys. We appreciate it. All right, let's give it a sip. Tell them what we think. Oh yeah, this is flavorful. It definitely has that gunpowder IPA flavor. A little bit more sweetness with that little bit more intense grapefruit flavor. Yeah, definitely more fruity than the original gunpowder IPA, which I still enjoy. I did a review of that probably within the last 6 months. But if you're in the Eau Claire area and can check out some of these Brewing Project beers, I would strongly recommend it. They've been good. I've been meaning to get down there to the brewery. They have a little place where you can get some food and taste the beers. I'll have to make that a priority sometime this year. All right, Ava Grace, your By Wonder Water Brasilia Blueberry. What do you think?
Empty cup, just kidding. This is definitely different from what they've done, but I really like that they made a blueberry one, and it's really good.
Okay. Do you prefer it over the other flavors you have?
I do. It's pretty good.
Okay.
They have some really unique flavors, so I think this is definitely one that you guys might want to try.
All right. And now, Kyle, your, what is it called? Bombsicle? I can't remember.
I can't really say I'm a big fan of this because it doesn't really taste like anything besides maybe a little sweet. Like, it tastes like a bomb pop maybe a little bit, but you really gotta sit and think on it. Like a bomb pop, if it melted and you like diluted it in water, it's very, very, very light, and you can kind of taste it if you think about it, but it's really just kind of sugar water.
Okay, so you wouldn't recommend that or have that again?
Not really.
All right, well there you go. Sometimes these kind of novelty sodas, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're a little gimmicky. That one might be a little gimmicky.
Mm-hmm.
So we all got thumbs up.
Well, no, Kyle's got a thumbs down.
Really?
He didn't prefer it. He wouldn't have that again. Anyway, guys, we'll go check out on that rump roast on the smoker here, probably in around 45 minutes. Kind of see where it's at temperature-wise, and we'll go from there.
And
Again,
thanks for stopping by.
cheers. Again to our viewers, thank you guys. And yeah, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, it's been an hour. Look at this thing, man. Rock solid at 200. I haven't been out here for an hour, so let's kind of take a look what's going on. We'll put a pause. We'll see 1 hour. The chef's temp is saying it's at 81 degrees. All right. Looking good. Let's see. Let's just do a little... let's do our own independent reading here. So 81 degrees. Let's just go in here. Okay, 83 degrees. Let's go over here. It's probably going to be a little bit hotter because it's not as thick and it's towards the end. 112. Over here. 114. So right in the center here. 113. So we definitely got some time here. So what I'm going to do, I have a little bit of beef broth. I'm just going to spray here. I want to keep it moist. Moist always helps it absorb more smoke. Another thing I'm going to do here real quick. It's not that hot. I'm just going to turn this around real quick. I'm going to flip it over. Oh, there we go. There you can see that temp probe sitting there. All right. We'll just let it go till it gets up to that like 130. We'll go from there. Be back shortly. All right, it's been another 45 minutes, so we're at 1 hour and 45 minutes. It's holding steady again, 200 degrees, and it's showing the temperature of the roast is 115. So we're like almost there. Let's take a look. I'm probably going to crank this up now because I'm thinking I might have to put a sear on this, so I might take it out here in a little bit, cover it with foil, and just crank this thing up to around 500 just so I give it a really good sear. let's take a look here and see how things are looking. All right, let's take a temperature reading here. It's saying 115. Let's kind of go in the center here. 117. I'll drop down to 116. 119. We're almost there. I'm sure over here it's a little bit more. Yeah, it is. But you know what? Like anything else, the end pieces will be a little bit more well done. Yeah, 122. So what I'm going to do for sure, I'm going to crank it up to 225 now, and then, yeah, we'll wait till it hits around that 130 range, and we'll pull it off, crank it up even higher. Be back in a minute. All right, the alarm just went off. I moved it up to 130. It's just hit 127 internal. So let's take a look. See what's going on. I'll pause this real quick. Oh yeah, it's definitely getting on a nice smoky color. Look at this, guys. All right, let's take a temperature reading. Like I said, it's 126, 128. I'm sorry. Let's see. We'll go over here. No, 130. Oh, 141. That's way hotter. 134. Okay, I think this is pretty much. Let's see, 129.7. I still think that's fine. 130. Okay, I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna cover it with foil, and then I'm gonna crank this grill up. Be back in a second. All right, I've taken out the heat deflector, stirring these coals here. I'm gonna crank this up to 500 degrees. Just burn the rest of this out. Also helps to keep this grill clean. All right, so we're gonna put that back on. Like I said, I have it covered here. It should climb in temperature, but we're just gonna give it a good sear over 500 degrees. All right, let me close this. We'll be back in a minute. All right, it's reached 500 degrees. I've had that roast covered in foil. We're just gonna give this a good sear. I still have the temperature probe in it, and it says it's 130 degrees. It never came up to 135. It came up to 131. So we can give this a nice good sear and not worry about it. All right, here we go. I'll put some gloves on for this. Good way to clean out this char griller as well. All right, this thing's over 500 degrees. Let's throw this thing on here. Give this a good sear. Look at this. Woo! There we go. I'll close it. We'll give it around 70 seconds. Be back shortly. All right. It's at 485 degrees. It's been on here for probably around 90 seconds or so. All right. Oh, I just closed it to get that heat going. Yeah, this is all we want. This is already perfectly cooked. We're just getting a good char on it. Oh yeah. I'm gonna move it over here a little bit. Look, it's kind of got the char griller. You can see it's got the char griller emblem almost. I've never seen that before. Let me show you guys. I forgot to put that in pause, but I don't care because I'm searing it. But look, it's almost got the char griller emblem on it. Which, hey, it's fine. Looks good. But you know what? I'm going to close this. We'll give it another minute or so. We'll be done. All right. This is the fat side. You know what I'm going to do here? Since this is roaring over here. Let's see. Can I get this? Yeah. Just like that. Look at that. I'm kind of trying to render that. Get a little crisp on that fat. Oh yeah. All right. Here it is, rump roast, smoked rump roast. We'll give this around another minute. Take it inside, cover it with foil. I think we are ready to eat. Oh man. All right. Quick sear since that flame is blazing. Yeah, look at that, guys. Oh yeah. All right. I'll move it over. Let this settle. I'll meet you guys inside. All right, it's been covered in foil here for probably around 15 minutes. Oh wow. Look at all the liquid here coming off of this. All right. Get my knife. We'll slice into this. See what we're dealing with. Oh, it looks good. It smells wonderful. Be back in a minute. All right, here it is, guys. Boy, it looks good. It smells good. There's a lot of juice coming. I think the grain is going this way. We'll have to guess. I'm going to try to slice thin slices, as thin as I can get. So let's just see what we're dealing with here. All right. Ooh, look at this. Oh, it's looking good so far. All right, let's take a look here. There you go, guys. What do you think? Does that look good? Smoked all the way through. Look at all the liquid coming out of it. It's dripping. Okay. Yeah. You can see these pieces dripping. Boy, oh boy, this looks good. All right. Let me continue to slice a few more pieces. We'll give this a sample. Man, oh man. Smoked rump roast. Look at that. Look at that dripping. Oh my goodness. All right. All right, look at this, guys. A little bit more than medium rare, more like medium, but that's fine. I wanted to give it as much smoked flavor as possible. All right. The family out here, give this a sample. Man, look at this. The juiciness. Oh man. All right. Be back in a minute. All right, welcome back. I'm here with my whole family, my son Kyle, my wife Monica, my daughter
Hey,
Amy
guys.
Grace. Smoked rump roast. Okay, I've never
I've never
smoked a
had
rump
this.
roast.
I never know
have
what
either.
to expect.
So I got some pieces, guys. Just grab
But
a
it
piece.
smells good. It looks good.
Ooh.
Be careful, there's a little bit of a fat cap
So
on
take
it.
what piece you want, Ava, and you're good.
So what's this again?
Smoked
called rump roast.
Ooh.
Pick a red piece. That'll be the soft.
What piece?
Either one.
Like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
You try one, Monica.
I am.
Ooh, this one looks good, guys.
Okay. Cheers.
No, cheers.
Okay. Very tender, very smoky. I'm glad I cooked it at 200 degrees just
Oh
to
my
kind of
gosh,
allow a
that's
little bit
good.
more time for the smoke to adhere. And then that little sear at the end, 500. Yeah. All right, Kyle, what do you think?
It's very good.
Very smoky.
It's good.
And look,
Maybe you
guys,
should have nibbled, huh?
normally I would do this sous vide just to make it tender. I was like a little bit unsure if I just smoked it from beginning to end whether it would be this tender. But you know, I think putting it at 200 degrees and let it go for, almost went for 3 hours to get up to that like 125,
I can
130
definitely
range.
taste that smoke.
Yeah, definitely gave it a smoky flavor. But boy, this is good. All right, David Grace, what do you think? Yeah. Oh, I like it as well. I'm gonna keep grabbing pieces. There's a lot of liquid dripping from this. But yeah. The only reason I tried this was because the rump roast was on sale. I've never smoked a rump roast. But boy, this is good. And if I pulled out my meat slicer, slice this super thin, I
that'd
can
be
make some
good.
roast beef sandwiches. Hey, came out delicious.
Wait, is that what roast beef is?
Yeah, pretty much. It's eye of the round roast,
It's good.
rump roast. Yeah, you know,
Okay.
the lean cut of meat that they make for the roast beef. Yeah,
Oh, I like that. Okay.
it's very good.
Well, it's good.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend it, guys, especially if it's on sale where you live.
Yeah.
Yeah, give it a shot, because man,
The flavor is right on, and you didn't have to do any like fancy
Salt
like
and pepper.
seasonings. Just salt and pepper.
kosher salt, ground black pepper, that's it. That's all you really need for most good meat. As always, guys, I appreciate you stopping by and watching the video. If you like it, please hit the like button. The logo on my shirt here is the logo on the bottom of the screen. Please click on that. It allows you to subscribe to my channel. It really helps my channel grow. And I'll leave a link above and below to my website.
But not our family.
EricSmokingBarbecue.com. Go check it out. I have all my videos, links, photos, the whole bit. As always, guys, thanks again for stopping by.
This is good.
Cheers.
Cheers with our food.
Cheers is right.
Yeah.
This is actually good. This is actually really good.
Smoked rump roast, man.
I'm pretty impressed.
Yeah, it is good.
Cheers.
You already put it in.
We'll see you next time, guys.
See you next time.
The flavor's right on.
It is good. The flavor is right on. It's very beefy.